Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon, and this is going to be a video about how to cleanse your tarot cards. So I have a couple cards here that I want to show you. This is the Wonderland Tarot, and this is the Golden Universal. So I have two different size decks. And a couple ways that I do this, I have incense going right now. So my favorite way to cleanse a deck is by waving the cards through the incense smoke. So I'll usually take the whole deck and wave through the smoke. And I'm going to do the smoke first because this incense stick is almost done. So I wave it through, and then also I usually fan them out like this. And I'll wave the smoke through the cards, let it go through. So that's basically how I do a smoke cleanse with the cards. If it's a brand new deck or a used deck especially, and if I have the time and, you know, I'll wave one card one by one. And, you know, I'll sit here with some nice meditation music. And it's just really, calming and just really nice. It's really relaxing. So I'll do that. And that's basically a smoke cleanse. That's how I do it anyway. Another way that I do it is with crystals. So I have a bunch of different crystals here that I wanted to show you. I have heart-shaped crystals. I have a beautiful angel aura, rainbow aura quartz. I don't know if you can see that, if it catches it on the camera. It's dark right now, and I have, you know, different lighting, so the lighting's not that great. But I have crystal skulls. I'm very big on crystal skulls, and I'm very, very big on heart-shaped crystals. I really love, like, a good heart-shaped crystal. I have so many of them. I probably have one in every color of the rainbow. So basically, I like to put the cards in order. So I'll put the deck in order, and then I'll grab a crystal that I choose, and I usually will place it onto the table, and I'll put the crystal over the deck. It doesn't really matter to me personally what kind of crystal I use. I just grab whatever crystal I have around, or whichever one I feel would be best for the type of deck that I'm using, and let it sit overnight. So the crystal cleanse, I call it, this is basically the way that I do when I have, sorry for the background noise, I have Luna, she's playing with the window. But anyway, this is basically the method that I use to cleanse the cards when they are brand new or through a full moon. When the full moon is out, I will place different cards on the table and place crystals over them to sit overnight. And my reading table is next to a window. It's just right here. And so the moonlight, like I could see the moon right now from the window. It's really pretty. But the moonlight comes in through the window. I have the blinds open a little bit, and the decks are cleansed that way. So that's a full moon cleanse with the crystal cleanse. Or you can just place them any night. Doesn't have to be on a full moon, and place the crystals over the decks too. You could do it that way as well. The other way that I like to cleanse cards is by putting the deck in order. So like I mentioned before, putting them in order by the suits and by the majors. And when you automatically, it'll automatically be kind of like reset when you do that. A lot of times we use the cards and we don't put them in order for a while. So, you know, a typical way of doing that to reset the card, to release the energies, is by putting the deck in order as if it was a brand new deck coming out of the box. So that is another way you can do that. And then, of course, there's the typical shuffle. So just by shuffling the cards, I've heard people say that that is also another really good way to release energies from the deck and So that way, people will say they knock on the deck a couple times, 3 times usually is what I hear. I don't necessarily do that. If anything, I like to put the deck in order before I do a crystal cleanse. But I have to say that my favorite method for cleansing the cards would be to wave them through the smoke, the incense smoke. I think that that's probably my most favorite, and doing them individually for sure if I really want to spend the time to do so, waving them individually through the smoke. So that's probably my favorite way, but there's no right or wrong way to cleanse your cards. It's basically whatever works for you and whatever way just seems more fitting for you. So that's how I cleanse the cards. There's lots of different ways, but these are just a couple methods that I personally like to do. So hopefully that helps you out, and you know, you guys will cleanse your decks, and you don't feel pressured to have to cleanse like every single deck you own if you're excuse me. If you're like me and you own multiple decks, that can be quite tedious. So my thing is certain times of the year I will use certain decks more often than others. And then there will always be like 1 or 2 decks that I use throughout the entire year that always get cleansed. But as far as how often should you cleanse your deck, I would say maybe no, it doesn't. It's what feels best for you. I do it once a month, if anything, with the full moon. But like, let's say I've been doing tons of client readings with one particular deck, then yeah, I will most likely, you know, put the cards out with a crystal overnight for, you know, a night or so. But again, like, resetting the cards right away, probably the fastest way for me would be to put them in order, and I tend to do that for certain readings. My tapping into the grave reading, I always reset the cards every single time. It doesn't even matter if the deck hasn't even been used for a while. I always put the cards in order because that's just my way of just making sure that when I do these spirit contact readings, that I just know that the deck was in order and Spirit is putting the cards where they want them to be. So that's like particular readings like that. For example, I will definitely feel the need to put my cards in order, but it's basically personal preference, whatever feels right for you guys. So I thought I would just make a quick video about that. I hope it's helpful. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. Let me know. I would totally love to help out. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.